morning, guys. It's Marley, and I'm checking in from VLCD21. It's Monday again, and this morning I was down 0.2 pounds. So still happy that I'm going down, even though it's at snail's pace. But I think it might have a little bit to do with my cheat this weekend. More just like stupidity is what it was. So yeah, I'm thinking that that's probably why I am just kind of crawling along right now. So I'm not going to stress about it too much. So I'm 172 even. I'm down 0.2, but today is a milestone for me, my first milestone that I've really been looking forward to, and that is 25 pounds exactly that I have lost as of today since starting HCG on November 18th. And that's a big deal. Like, I'm trying not to. This morning I was like thinking about it, and I was like, oh, you know, the little victories. And then I was like, that's not a little victory. 25 pounds is a lot. I mean, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I'm about halfway, I think, to where I need to be, or where I want to be. And yeah, that's 50% further than I was in November. So I'm excited about it. Okay, so a couple things that I want to talk to you about, and I'm going to try and make it as not whiny as possible. If y'all watched my vlog from yesterday, you'll know that I was in a much better place yesterday than I was on Saturday. And that's how it is for me with HCG. I have good days and I have bad days. On my good days, I am like gung-ho. Sorry, I keep pulling the seatbelt down. When you have enormous boobs, the seatbelt rides up and like slaps you in the neck. Yeah, it sucks. Anyway, I have good days where I am pop and like really into it and 100% mentally in the right place, and then I have bad days where I'm just not, you know, and I really have to work at it. And I would love to say that I'm one of those people that can just wake up in the mornings and, you know, it comes naturally to just not eat and not crave bad things, and that I've learned to not like bad food, because that's not true. That would be untrue if I said that. I wish it were true, but I still find myself wanting to overeat, having the desire to cram my face with bad food, which leads me into my next topic, which was the Super Bowl last night that I did not give two shits about, and I don't think I watched 1 minute of that game. I just don't. I mean, you know, I'm not against anything against either the Giants or the Patriots. I just have no connection to either team and really didn't care either way. So I really only watched it for Madonna's halftime show, her and her little gristly arms I was so worried she was going to throw out a hip there doing those cartwheels. Anyway, so I went to a Super Bowl party last night over at Paleo Friend's house, and I had spoken with her a couple times yesterday and asked her if she wanted me to bring anything, because I didn't know what she was going to be able to have. Like, I was under the impression, because we had gone to that movie on Friday night and out to that bar, and I told you guys how I complained about how nobody had complimented me or anything. I'm such a baby. And she had mentioned, you know, that I might want to bring like some fruit or something for us to eat. She said for us to eat, because she was going to be making, I was confused. She was like, well, I think I'm going to be making buffalo chicken dip and queso and salsa and pigs in a blanket. Does that sound good? And I was like, well, I can't have any of that. I was like, I mean, yeah, it sounds good. Would love to have some, but I can't. And so I was confused as to why she was asking me, and she was like, well, maybe bring some fruit for us. And I was like, okay. So I got a fruit bowl yesterday. This is the thing. She is the only one of my friends that I have really been open and honest with about HCG. I've told you guys how my best friend kind of is choosing to not acknowledge the fact that I'm doing it. She has actually said, you look good, I can tell that you've lost weight and stuff, but she just doesn't want to talk about it. And I don't really know why, and that's okay. Like, I'm not worried about that. But my friend that's doing paleo right now, we had this like bonding experience back in the beginning when we were talking about how our struggles and everything, and she had started paleo, and she really seemed, what I really appreciated was that it was like, oh, you're one person that can sympathize with the struggles that I'm going through, because I am trying really hard to come to terms with the reason that I feel like this after, having my eyes open to the fact that I do have an emotional connection with food for whatever reason. And like last night, I wasn't drinking and I was uncomfortable, and I don't usually drink to get drunk. I just like to have a couple beers when I'm hanging out with my friends, and I just was thinking about how strange it is that nothing else changed. Nothing else. It was just that instead of beer, I had water. And why was my night less fun than it would have been if that water had been replaced with a beer? Because it's not, I don't even usually get a buzz. It's just, I like to socially drink. And it shouldn't make a difference at all. I mean, some people are like, it's fun when you're drunk. I'm not. I don't get drunk. I just like to have a beer in my hand. So I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that I do emotionalize eating and everything, and that I have this tendency to overeat. And right now I do feel deprived. I feel like I'm being punished for getting fat, and that that it's not fair that all of my friends get to have these good things, but because I got fat, I don't get to have those good things. I'm like in timeout, like food timeout. And so it was kind of nice to have somebody tell me that they're kind of going through the same thing, that she's doing this paleo and that she's got all these restrictions and blah, blah, blah. Even though I've told you guys I'm kind of skeptical because she's got these open meals and she's going to eat fast food all the time. And we went to dinner one night and I had to have my dinner specially made, a veal chop with cauliflower. And I had to tell the waiter that I was on a medically supervised diet in order to get them to change the menu. She just ordered shrimp and grits and wine. I mean, it just seemed, every time that I've been around her, it seems like there are no restrictions. But I'm like, that's okay. Maybe behind the scenes, she's just, when she's out with me, she's letting loose a little bit. Well, last night, she had 2 pieces of pizza, fried pickles from Zaxby's dipped in ranch. She had buffalo chicken dip with chips and salsa, french fries. She had cookies, a brownie. She was drinking Dr. Pepper all night. Didn't drink beer, but was drinking Dr. Pepper. And chicken fingers. And I'm just sitting there like watching her, and and this is the thing, she was telling everybody how she's lost 10 pounds since starting this less than a month ago. And she's saying this with a piece of pizza in her mouth, and I'm sitting there with my water bottle, and I honestly just felt, I know that this is stupid, but I felt like betrayed, like abandoned, like you were the only person that was supposed to know how this feels, and I can't even count on you, like you clearly don't. And like on Friday night at the movie, I had told her about the luncheon last week where I had to eat, well, I didn't have to, but I ate all of that crap to satisfy those people, and she made me feel kind of bad. She was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine eating that. Like, my body just doesn't even want those foods anymore. And blah, blah, blah. And I was like, it's not me. Like, I still wanted it. I just felt bad about eating it. And, yeah, she just kind of made me feel crappy about it. And then last night I'm watching her eat all this stuff, and I'm like, I know for a fact that my body wouldn't tolerate half of the stuff that you just put in your mouth. You know, like, how is it any different than what I told you the other night? I mean, I don't understand how you can say that say one thing and do another is basically it. And I know that this sounds like a bitchy rampage, and it is. I am jealous. I am really jealous of her. I was really jealous last night watching her do this, because I want to be able to eat those things. And I'm like, why am I sitting here with, you know, a glass of water snacking on air, and you're sitting here cramming your face with everything on the buffet table, and you're telling everybody you've lost 10 pounds in less than a month? What the hell am I doing? I need to get on that diet. So, I mean, it does stem from jealousy, and I don't want you to think that I don't want her to lose weight, because I do. I care. I love her. She's one of my best friends. I want her to succeed. I just don't want her to pretend like she knows that, like, sympathizes with the struggles that I'm going through as far as food restrictions, when she's clearly has none, is what I'm saying. And, I don't know. I'm sure that sounded really bitchy, but I just needed to vent, because I tried yelling at my boyfriend about it last night, and he's like, I wish I knew what to say in these situations. And I was like, yeah, sorry, I'll vlog about it tomorrow. But, so yeah, that was my Super Bowl party, and, it was fun. I mean, I had a good time, and, just trying to keep it all in perspective. I'm down 25 pounds as of today, and that is a good freaking day in my book. So, I will talk to you guys later. I'm really sorry this was so long, and I hope that y'all have a good day. Bye.